Y'all gonna have to give me a second. So, I ain't playing nothing out with this story. I know what I'm gonna talk about. I have no clue how I'm gonna end it. So let me preface it, the whole thing, by saying that this is gonna be me rambling, because I have no clue where I'm gonna go with it. But I'm gonna tell you the story as it comes to mind. So, I moved from New York to the state of Florida in the year 1999. Now, before you tell me about how dumb of a decision that was, I was in between 7th and 8th grade. I ain't have a choice in the motherfucking matter. So I moved to Florida. And so I get here. Hold on now. So I get here. I don't know a motherfucking person. So I'm at the house, the new house, you know what I'm saying, out here in Port St. Lucie, Florida. And we unpacking, getting everything in the house, setting shit up. And I pull my bike out. I'm going to hit the block. I'm going to run the neighborhood real quick. I'm going to see who living around here. So I run into this dude. His name is Matt. He became a friend of mine. Some of y'all still talk to this day. Much love, Matt. He know who he is. And from here, he introduced me to my homeboy Kevin. Now, Kevin ended up becoming my best friend for a long time. Shout out to Kevin McKenzie and his beautiful family. Much love for them still to this day. And through Kevin, they introduced me to this dude, Mike. And when I got here, you know, you meet people, you pick them. You pick people. And when I first met Mike, I was like, all right, this is going to be my dog. This is my dog right here. So I was kicking it with Mike a lot. Like I said, Kevin ended up becoming my best friend. But at first, I was kicking it with Mike. And me and was kicking it every day and shit. And we was cool. But the nigga was kind of weird. Dude was kind of a little weird. And I mean, I'm still friends with him to this day. I mean that by no disrespect. But let me give you an example of this dude. We was outside in the back, and we just hanging out in the back of his house. He had this old little swing set. I don't even think swings was attached to it. It was just the bars and shit. And there's a whole bunch of fire ants all over it, and a big hill right by it, and he's standing right by it. I said, Mike, watch out, man. Them fire ants finna get you. He said, I ain't give a fuck about no fire ants. He put his hand on the bar, let the fire ants crawl all over him, start biting him up, and he looking at me like I'm the one who needs some help. So, I mean, when I tell you that, you know what I'm saying? But some time goes by, he moves out the neighborhood. I don't really see him too much no more. Like I said, I was going in the 8th grade, so I spent most of my 8th grade. He wasn't around. I ain't see him no more. But then I go to high school, right? I'm in 9th grade. And he was a year behind me, so really it was 10th grade. When 10th grade come around, now he in the same school I'm at again, so I start seeing him again. But it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like we was cool again. Just I see him in the hall. Oh, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I know your first name. So I see him and that be it. So time goes by, I'm out of school. I'm living with my cousin. Her name is Kim, and her, at the time, soon to be baby daddy, Rich. And we live in Port St. Lucie, way out there. I'm talking about the corner of Savona and Becker, out there. And this is back before anything was up out there. So I'm staying out there, and my homeboy Jesse, he calls me up one day. This is my dog Jesse and shit. He's like, hey, I'm coming through. I got a present for you. Shit, nigga, I like presents. Come on through. I had no idea what he was talking about. So a little bit goes by. I hear a knock at the door. I go get it's Jesse, and he's standing there with this girl. And I take one look at this girl, and she had everything but the bow on her head. This was obviously my present. So they come in, and this girl, let me tell you, she's still a friend of mine. She's a good friend of mine. So when I tell this story, I mean no disrespect to her whatsoever. I'm going to just tell the truth of how I remember some shit that happened. But this girl was fine as fuck. Cool as shit. I ain't never seen her before in my life. However, I guess I went to some local band show with Jesse. And they knew each other. And she had seen me with him. And went to him and was like, Jesse, who is your friend? I need to get to know him. So I guess she finally got it through his head to introduce. So he comes by, and this is gonna be my present. So me and Will get to know each other, and we click instantly. Like I said, me and her still real tight. Like this not only did we hook up in any other, but this is my dog. We was road dogs and shit. But at first we did everything. It was a sexual and desired situation. And but we didn't start dating. We weren't dating. And I came after the first couple times I seen her. I became aware of the fact that she did in fact have a boyfriend. I don't know this dude, and being the side dude ain't never been a problem to me. So, you know what I'm saying? Me and her ain't dating. She ain't got to be loyal to me. And it ain't my job to keep her loyal to the next man. And they going through it. They talking about their relationship on this last strand, and she breaking up with him and whatnot. So we hooking up. And we ain't start fucking right away, but then eventually we did. So in fact, I think it was the second or third time me and her ever had sex. We was chilling with my homeboy Tommy. Shout out to Tommy Jersey. That's my dog. I love him to death. And we out. He used to have this big old huge fucking Econo van. You know what I'm saying? Like a 137 seater type big ass shit. And me and her, I think we was at fucking the Causeway or some shit. And we in the back, and I pull a condom out. And she's like, "You don't need that, do you?" And I was like, "Shit, nah, do that bitch right the fuck out." And we was real tight for a long time, but we never started dating. So, time goes by, me and her are real close. Now, like I said, not only were we close like that, but that was my dog. Like, we was, if I was chilling that night, that's who I'm chilling with. So, I find out who this boyfriend is. And it's Mike, the guy that I knew since I moved here. And not only do I find out about him, but he finds out about me. And I'm sitting at home all alone one time, and the dude calls me up. Now, like I said, this dude, like, I know his name. I know his first name. I know his last name. I also know his mama. I know his little brother. I know his stepdaddy. I know his family, but we ain't that tight. But I know the dude. So he calls me up and he straight up asked me, "Yo, do you know I'm dating Noelle?" And I said, "Yes." And he asked me, "Are you and Noelle fucking?" And I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. Be real with you. Yeah, we is. And he said, "So now that you know that I know, and everything's known about, you and Noelle gonna stop fucking, right?" And I said, "No, I don't. Like, I mean, maybe. You see, that's a question you need to ask your girl, because from my standpoint, I give a damn about you. I'm sorry to tell you. I know you. I respect you enough to tell you the truth, but I'm not. I like this chick. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know you got I know you got a thing with her and shit like that, and it's a big problem for you. But man, I like her too. I don't know what to tell you. So it's a big problem with me and him." So, this is back in the day now. This is years ago. Don't take none of this as recent shit. But around that time, drugs were in the plentiful and drugs were getting done. Might have had a lot to do with what was going on in our personal lives, come to think of it. And this girl that is the center of attention of this story hits me up. Oh, let me back that up. Let me even go before this, because this is important. I don't remember what year it was, but Valentine's Day approaches, and the night before and the night before that, you know what, let me back that up even more. I'll tell you what we was doing. I was with that same dude, Tommy Jersey, in that van, and we had him and this chick who at the time's nickname was Man Bear Pig, and we had a number of people. I can't, you know what, my homeboy Pat Wood was with us. He's an important one of this story, and we had a number more people of this, and we go out to this little island out there, and it's like a 4-mile island in a circle, like the whole circle 4 miles, but there's this path straight through the middle that take you to the back island, and we go out there and we all getting fucked up. We drinking, we smoking weed, we doing sniffing a little shit and all that, and we go out there and we all partying and shit like that. Now we take that trail straight to the back, so we all get fucked up out there. Now we gotta go, so we gotta walk this trail that cuts through this 4-mile island and get back to the truck. But there's a couple groups of people now, and it seems like everybody got somebody they need to carry back to the truck. So I'm walking with Noelle because I'm with her. I'm trying to make her sure she's straight. My homeboy Pat Boo with me, we all good. We ain't got no problems. But my homeboy Tommy, he falling all over himself and can't nobody carry him, and that's my road dog. Like that was my responsibility. Like that's still to this day, Tommy, you my brother. You know what I'm saying? I got you. So I gotta go help him. And they had a problem with one of the females up front that ended up being a problem for the whole fucking night. So I go back and I tell Pat, I'm like, look, y'all go ahead. When you get to the end of this trail, make a right. And that first left you see, that's how you get to the bridge off of the island to go get to the truck. And he says, bet. And I say, now, Pat, listen to me now. You make a right and then a left. And Pat said, I got you. I got this. I said, Pat, you know what I'm saying? You leading this group. I'm putting this in charge of you. People fucked up. Make a right and then a left. He tells me, I got this. No problem. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I can do this. A right and a left. So I go help Tommy back to the truck. Now he way in the back. So by the time I get him out to the truck, everybody should be there. I get him out of the truck, and everybody there except for Pat, one of the other group, and Noel. So I don't know what the fuck happened. Obviously they ain't make it out of that bitch. Everybody at the truck is dealing with everybody at the truck. Can't nobody go do nothing about this. I gotta go do something about this. This island is 4 miles around. I'm gonna reiterate that fact. Go around. That's all. That's every single step of that is 4 miles. So I walk out and I go across that bridge to where that circle is, right before you get to that trail. And I start yelling, Noel! Noel! Out in the distance, something that sounds about possibly 4 miles away, I hear, Mike, maniac. Ugh. I have no idea which way they walking, and it's a circle. So I don't know what the fuck to do. Everybody ready to go. It's been a ruckus. People fucked up. We got to get the fuck up out of here. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and this is, I don't know if it's private property, but it's damn sure not property I'm supposed to be sitting at. So I got to go get these motherfuckers. My ass starts booking it. I decide. I just flip, you know what I'm saying? Just pick the direction and ran it. And I ran. This motherfucker, at the 3 times, Pat Wood, I'm still mad to this day at you about it. Promised me he knew to go right and then left. This motherfucker made a left and walked all the way around that motherfucker. I thought they made it just miss the thing. So I go that way too, thinking I'm going to catch them halfway around. No. I had to catch up to them bitches and walk around the rest of the way with that motherfucking fork. So we go to leave. I ain't even going to keep getting mad about this shit. Pat Wood, that was the dumbest shit I ever seen somebody do in my life. End of story. So we go to leave, and then one of the bitches, we end up having to get pulled over because one of the bitches, it was a necessity for her to get pulled out the truck and hit a couple times by another female. I don't know what was going on. I was paying attention to Noel, but the way it was described to me, it was absolutely necessary that this female got out the truck, pulled another female out the truck, and punched her in her shit. And then we all got back in the truck and left. I can't call it. I'm told it was needed. So we get back. Now the thing is, that chick we call Man Bear Pig, she actually an alright chick. Don't get it twisted. I'm actually the first person she ever smoked weed with, tell you the truth. But she don't know that me and Noel hooked up. So everything we've been doing is on the low. She fucked up anyway, so we've been able to get away with it. Well, we start splitting up. And, Tommy, my road dog, Noel, my girl. So, of course, me and Tommy, we going in to hang out, and Noel coming with. Well, Noel's girl is this other chick, Man Bear Pig. So she coming too. So we all go to the house, and we sitting on the couch. They turned their garage into like a little room and shit with AC going, everything. You know what I'm saying? TV going, Guitar Hero and shit. That's how long ago the story was. I'll date this shit right fucking there. We was playing Guitar Hero too. But so there's a couch, and there's a couch this way, and then there's a couch that way. And that Man Bear chick girl, she laid out on this couch and she falls asleep and her head's right there about when I'm sitting on the corner of this couch, and Noelle is laying over here and with her head on my lap, and this girl over here asleep she can't know nothing about it, but she asleep. So me and Noelle get the playing and around and shit like that. And so I like I said, I'm drunk, I'm high. I don't know how one thing led to another, but I got to that motherfucking spot, and so this chick, all she had to do was open her eyes, and she would have caught the girl that she wasn't supposed to know was with me because she was still with Mike. giving me head. And but no, she didn't wake up. Nobody got caught. She found out years later. So that's one of the stories. That's not the end of the Noel story. Oh, so after this, it's Valentine's. That's where I was getting to. It was Valentine's Day, and we went to this girl Brittany's house, who lived right around the corner from where Tommy Jersey was staying. Right around the corner from there was this girl Brittany's house. We went over there and we had a little party and shit like that. And it's Valentine's Day the next night and shit like that. And so we stayed up and we decided fuck all the bullshit. Look, we've been at this for years. It's been years at this point. 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't call it. We've been at this for years. Let's see how it goes. So we start dating. It's cool. A couple days go by and we dating. It's cool. We ain't see each other that much. You know what I'm saying? We would just talk a little bit here and there. We kept it pretty much the same way it was. We were just calling it dating. But you just start calling it that shit, and there's a stigma to it. Y'all know. I need to tell y'all that title. That it don't matter if you change your attitude or the way. It don't matter. You slap that title on that bitch, boy, and it like shit's different now. So she calls me up. She had the store down the street from where I was staying. I was staying off for rest over there. She had the Cumbies. Yo, I'm over here. I'm gonna water your house. Come meet me halfway. I said, bet. And I could tell man. I don't know how many she took, but she took a number of bars enough to make you retarded as fuck. Because like that is the level of how she was, retarded as fuck. And so I go walk and meet her halfway. Now look, this walk, a normal walk-in, we ain't even call that. A drunk stumbling person can make this walk in 10 minutes. This walk took us 58 minutes to get back. I tailed it up there. I made it in 5 walking good. It took us 58 minutes to get back. And the thing about people on bars now look, I don't judge nobody because they sin differently than I do. You know what I'm saying? I've done a lot of fucked up shit, but I never got on them bars because that shit, man, you be the sober person in a room full of people on bars, you don't want to touch them motherfuckers. Everything I said to this girl, she had one answer. Her answer was always, man. Everything I said, like, yo, all right, come on, let's walk to my house. Man, when we get there, man, it took so damn long to get to this house. She couldn't, like, she would forget what she was saying to me as she was saying it. Like, she couldn't, like, you couldn't even hold a conversation with this girl. So we get to my house. And I'm already hot about it. But, you know what I'm saying? She hot, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, like, I don't hate because it's different, so I'm going to just put up with it. But then she's like, let me use your phone. She ain't have a phone at this point, I guess. I don't remember why. So I give her my phone. I let her use my phone. And she goes into the bathroom and locks the door. But my room right connected to that shit. You know what I'm saying? She calls up that dude Mike from my phone, high as fuck, and talks to him for like a half hour in my bathroom. So she comes out. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, above everything, this girl gonna be my homie. So it wasn't no blowout, screaming, no fight like that. But it was a serious situation. She high. What am I gonna do? She ain't gonna remember this shit. So she went home, and that was the end of us dating. We ain't never date again. So, but me and her known each other on and off for a while. So I got with other people here and there and shit like that. But she was always around, and it was never no shit where, you know what I'm saying, like, it could be whatever it was. It could be natural, and we could just stay friends, and it would work. So I got in a serious relationship. People that watch this shit that know me and was around for it, y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. I was in a serious shit for about 6 years. And we would fight, and we would break up, and shit like that. So one of these times, we were broken up for a little couple days. Some shit happened with me and Noel. And the girl that I was actually with knew all my friends. They had numbers and shit. Their phones not shit. It's a good thing I'm coming close to the end of the story. So she called up my friend's house and she straight up asked if something happened between Maniac and Noel. And Noel, G as fuck, got me back with the same exact shit that I got her with years ago. This chick said, yup, yes we did. And I'm gonna be mad at you for telling the truth. I can't be mad at that either. I did the same motherfucking shit. Let me tell you, shit comes around. It may take years, but shit comes around. Because I ate them motherfucking words. Let me tell you right now. So the chick comes that I was dating, and she started smacking the shit. I don't mean, when I tell you she smacked me 13 times in a row, I don't mean she smacked me and then we had a discussion about it and it ended up in another smack. It was blap, 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 over and over again. Noel standing right there. I just kept looking at Noel. Just don't do it. Don't do it. This because let me tell you about my homegirl Noel. She about it. she'd have fucked that chick up. Oh, man, if I just looked at her and said, yeah, you could get it, that chick would, it'd have been over. It'd have been over. So since my phone died, we're going to cut out. I was going to tell you a couple more of the incidents that me and Noel had. But not to drag names through the mud any, because like I said, I love you, Noel. I respect you. I respect your family and everything about you. I love you to death. But the last part of this is so I get locked up. A lot of y'all know that this is the most recent shit. So I'm in jail. I ain't getting no letters. I ain't getting no visa. It's been a couple months. Well, the first visa I get, it's Noel. First letter I get, it's Noel. And this is common. Like when I was saying I wasn't getting no visits and letters, like I'm waiting on Noel's. But finally, she writes me and stuff like that. And we start talking, and she's telling me this time we should ride out. I'm gonna ride out with you. Like come on, we've been at this for this long. And I was agreeing. I was like, yeah, I'm down for it. Let's try this again. But then shit ended up being a little longer than anybody thought. She met somebody. And this dude, from what I understand, is a very good dude. Fucking awesome dude. And she's very happy with him. So I get out. Of course it ain't, the letter stopped and all that. But still to this day, that's my homegirl. And I got much love for you, Noel. But that's just a couple stories right there. Another couple true stories. Droopy, Dicc, Dastardly. So I guess we'll keep doing it for now. Until next time, much love, y'all. Peace.